Right, greetings ladies and gents, I'm back with another tutorial. This one's going to be a bit weird because I've only just found this out myself. I need to thank Hybrid Machinima user Xcross. I'm sure that name will ring a bell because he has made a lot of very popular machinima videos. I wanted to ask him how he achieved some of the smoke and smog effects that he had in After Effects. I tried using After Effects. That software drives me up the wall. I would love to learn how to use it, but every time I try, I end up wanting to destroy my own screen because I don't know. After Effects just doesn't gel with me. I'm much, I prefer Vegas much more. But anyways, in watching his tutorial, well, it wasn't actually a video, but it was a post that he did on the forums. I tried to follow a similar principle and apply that in Sony Vegas. So I'm just going to quickly show it you now. I've just done this now, and I might do it a bit sluggishly, so I hope you can just bear with me. What you need is, if you go into your media generators, you'll have these tabs that you can click, so just scroll all the way till you go to media generators and find standard noise. You just need to drag that into the timeline, and what the hell did I do before now? Just go right click video event pan and crop and click the checkbox to enable masks. Make sure you're on the first keyframe. Select the anchor creation tool, which is right here, and roughly just cut it in half. Make it a bit bumpy so it has a bit of variance, and the outside doesn't really matter. And there you go. I know it doesn't look very good at the moment, but then go to feather type. You could use, I think both would be fine, and just increase the amount, and it will just create actually it looks like a fog effect now anyways. So you've got that, but obviously that's not enough. For starters, it's too thick, so I would reduce the opacity by hovering over here and dragging it down. And next, it's just down to a bit of trickery. As I said, since I've only just found this out, I'm probably going to fine tune it, but for the most part it works fine. Just go out of mask and click on the position keyframe, and this is where I'm still a bit new to it, so bear with me. What I'm going to do is, for the first keyframe, what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to zoom in, which will allow me to move it to the left hand side. I want the fog to be along the bottom, so it's like a ground floor fog. So I'll move that roughly here, and I'll move it as far as I can to the left. And what I'll do is I'll go pretty much right to the end of the track. Click this. What this does is it locks the axis, so you can only move it left and right. So it's perfect for if you want to move something left to right without screwing up your axis. So I'll just move that to the left. Make sure to click it again so you can move it freely again. What you'll have now is, if you just watch it, right now it may not look fancy, but you've got gentle fog going left to right. Obviously right now it doesn't look complete, so what you need to do is go to right click, copy, and paste it again. Obviously it says create a new copy of the source media, so by default it's correct, so click OK. It'll create the exact same thing with the exact same keyframes, but instead with this one just reverse the keyframes, switch them around, so you now have a bit more variance. What I would do is I'd probably change this just a bit and make it go slightly up, so it has this has a different feel to it. And copy it again, paste it again, same thing. In this case, what I'll have for this one is I'll delete the end keyframe and just position this up. So I want it to go from up to down. So right now it's at the bottom. I'll go to the end, like last time. I'll lock the axis so I can only move it up and down. So I'll choose to move it up. Just move the keyframe to the end. Oops. Unlock the axis so I can move the footage freely again. And if you watch it now, it just looks like standard fog. You could, if you want to take it a step further, make one last copy, and instead of it going which way was it going in this now? See, me and my bad memory. it was going from up to down. You can make this one go down and up. So exact same thing, just switch the keyframes around. And I'd probably shift it just a bit more to give it just a different path. And if you want, you can just now play it. And that's it. You kind of have fog. I'd probably maybe add a blur. I could reduce the amount of feathering that I have, so the the fog looks clearer. But for example, if I went into my model viewer folder, imported a background, and placed it here, stretched it out as well. I'd probably select them all, hold control, click each clip once. The reason for that is I can then reduce the opacity of all of them at the same time. Ooh, that includes the background apparently. What have I done? There. So I can decide how strong I want the fog. So maybe about here. And if I watch it now, it's like I've got a fog effect. So yeah, I mean I could even take it a step further and just import a character, so you kind of see how it would look if there was character footage. Just make sure that the fog is on top, because otherwise if you put your character footage on top, it'll appear in front of the fog, which is what you don't want. So I'd move the background footage down and move the character footage. Obviously I need to add the bells and whistles by stretching the footage and adding the chroma key effect. Okay, and I just need to, I think this is a walking one, so what I'll do is I'll position him here. I'll lock the axis so I can move it only left to right. I'll shift him over. Yeah, I need to go into the timeline first, then shift him across, move that there, and maybe slow him down a bit. And if you watch the footage now, you see he's walking through fog. As I said, it's a fairly new effect that I've just discovered myself. I'm going to tinker around with it some more. I might make a part 2 to kind of give you an update if I've actually managed to improve on it. I might be able to, who knows. But that is all from me for today. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.